So, I don't think anybody's going to watch this video. And I'm not even saying that as a kind of self-beating up sort of thing. No one's going to watch this video. Woe is me. But genuinely, I'm not recording this video for anybody else. I'm recording this video for me because my YouTube channel is one of those things that I've fallen into one of those classic traps that a lot of people fall into when they want to start a YouTube channel, and they get excited about it. They record a first few videos and then other things just kind of take over. It's not because you want to stop doing it. It's not because you can't be bothered to do it. Maybe it is that, I don't know. But more so, certainly with my situation, it's very easy for other things in life to take over. So this is something that I want to address. I'm currently recording this video on the last day of 2024. What day? It's Tuesday the 31st December, and it's currently 12:28. So it's lunchtime. And I just want to talk you through a little bit about what I've been doing up until now. I first started my YouTube journey following Ali Abdaal's training course, his part-time YouTuber Academy, which is very, very good. And I have a lot of admiration and respect for this guy because the approach that he takes tends to be just doing it and doing it and doing it. And he kind of doesn't stop doing it. He recorded 2 videos a week for a long period of time. And he often talks about how if you just record 2 videos a week, then guaranteed by the end of the year, your life will have changed. He's not promising that you'll have 4 million subscribers. He's not promising anything, actually, apart from the fact that your life will have changed because you will have gone through that journey of recording lots of content. One of the things that I want to get better at is just kind of speaking and talking to camera and not overthinking before I hit the record button, but equally not just rambling, which is possibly what I'm doing right now. But actually, I don't mind doing that right now because the purpose of this is to hold myself to account, to actually flex that muscle of recording something that I can put out there. But, you know, if I just get into that habit of it being easy to go and hit record, it's like when you join a gym and you're not necessarily fixed when you join a gym on, you know, building that six-pack or losing that fat, that belly fat that you're carrying, but actually you just want to practice that muscle of going to the gym. And even if you're not pushing yourself that much, just the very fact that you are going to the gym is a really good thing to do. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So what is this channel all going to be about? So initially it was just to do with podcasting. But then I realized that because podcasting is my day job, then to have a side hustle in the world of YouTube, which is also to do with podcasting, is just all a bit too much podcasting. It's not like downtime. So I want this to be a downtime thing, but a serious project that I'm going to be using to scale up in order to turn into a much bigger thing in a year or in 2 years' time. Who knows, maybe 2026 is going to be very, very different to how my life is looking right at the end of 2024. So instead of it just being about podcasting, instead I'm looking to start off by having videos on productivity, on lifestyle, and on health. I'm being slightly cautious with the productivity aspect of this because a lot of people do tend to make videos on productivity, especially if they've done Ali Abdaal's Part-Time YouTuber Academy, because they've probably heard about the Part-Time YouTuber Academy because they watched his videos in the first place, which were all about productivity, which means you're naturally interested in productivity. And if you then do the training course and you want to start your own YouTube channel, then productivity is probably going to be a feature in there somewhere. But there's a difference I've noticed with my channel here being this guy here, because earlier this year I turned 50. And there aren't that many people who are 50 on YouTube. I'm not saying that there aren't many. There are, but percentage-wise, a lot of the YouTubers tend to be 20 years younger than me. I take encouragement from the fact that there are a good number still of people who are 50 and above on YouTube. Percentage-wise, no. Actual numbers of people still quite high. So if other people can do it, then I can do it. And actually, I know that I can do it because I have presentation skills, I've got tech skills, I've got communication skills. My job for 30 years in my career has been in the world of marketing. So I understand how to communicate with people, even though I'm not actually communicating with people right now because I'm kind of rambling. But equally, because I am recording this video for me, then I'm communicating with myself. Ooh, that's a bit deep, isn't it? So yes, productivity, lifestyle, and health. Now, when I say productivity, then it's going to be about things such as how I get things done fast. That's always been one of my superpower skills. If I need to go to the grocery store, then I'm able to go into the grocery store, bang, 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 out again, off. And in my work, if there's something that I tend to do on a regular basis, or at least routine things that I do every day or every week or whatever, then if I do something more than 2 or 3 times, then I'll want to find a better way of doing that thing, a faster way of doing that thing. And if you've read James Clear, Atomic Habits, then you'll understand about greasing the things that you want to do and adding friction to the things that you don't want to be doing. So if there's a bad habit in your life, such as, the classic example is playing on a PlayStation. I don't play video games, but if you do play on a PlayStation, then don't leave it out. Put it away. Unplug the cable. Wrap the cable up. Put a cable tie around it. Put the cable in a different place to where you put the box. Just add that friction to that thing that you don't want to be doing. But I tend to do this with lots of things in my life, and I'm quite pleased about doing it. By the way, it's freezing in here at the moment. It's 15 degrees. Don't know whether you can see that. That's a thermometer that my eldest child bought for me, and so I'm in here just for a short period of time to record this video. So productivity, various different aspects of life in which I make them faster. Lifestyle, such as, a classic example here is how I keep in touch with friends and family. Something I'm pretty good at doing. I've always been pretty good at keeping in touch with people. It's easy to let those friendships go, but quite often I will keep in touch with people. And often it's just from when I think about someone. You know the way that in everyday life, you think about somebody and you think, oh yeah, I wonder how that person is. And then we often just kind of carry on with life. Whenever I think of that person in that random moment, I'll just drop them a quick message. I'll let them know what it was that sort of triggered this memory of them, because usually we start thinking about somebody again that we haven't thought about in like 6 months because we saw something that made us laugh from like 3 years ago when we did that thing with that person. So instead of just like going, I remember that, and then carrying on, I take a picture of that thing and then I'll send that picture to someone saying, hey, just saw this, made me laugh, reminded me of that time in Ibiza. I've never been to Ibiza, when we did XYZ. It's just a great way of keeping in touch. It makes somebody else smile, and then that's often a trigger just for picking up the phone and having a phone call. So that's lifestyle, things like that, but also health. And so I'm often trying to improve the things that I put into my body and the exercise and workouts that I do. But also when we talk about health, it's what's going on in here and about how I can have a better mindset about the everyday things that I want to do in life. Now, how am I going to go about actually recording these videos? It's great to sit here on New Year's Eve when there's not work knocking at my door and I've got all of my customers. I do a lot of work with private schools, and all of my customers beating that door down because they need certain things, or I've said to them, right, we can get this video project wrapped up for you by Thursday, and it's now Wednesday night. So how do I actually get these things done? It's all about having a good system. And again, to go back to that productivity thing, and that's one of the things I'm good at. But I want to make sure that I've got a good system in place so that I know how and where I'm going to be recording videos. It's easy to record videos in this room because it's a good setup for a room. I'm just here for a short period of time, crashing in at somebody else's place. But this is clearly a top sort of attic loft conversion, and it's good because I've got my camera permanently set up. Actually, I'm going to be relocating in the next few weeks, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes. And I've got to make sure that doesn't interfere with the schedule. But then after I've recorded, then how do I go about doing some slick editing so it doesn't take long, engaging other people to help me with that, to help me with creating video thumbnails for YouTube, coming up with a good title, graphics in the editing stage and like transitions just to make things more interesting, and the B-roll. I mean, when people watch a video on YouTube, it's really easy to ignore the B-roll content and how important it is to have all of that there as well. So it's kind of sticking to it. So what am I doing here right now? This is all really to do with accountability. It's not me declaring it to the world, expecting other people to hold me to account, because for two reasons. One, I'm not expecting many or anybody to be watching this video. And secondly, it's all about how I'm accountable to myself, not accountable to other people. And that is actually much more important. But also in everyday video recording, I need to remember my why it is that I'm actually doing that and doing these videos. And I'm going to use this platform to record a video on exactly that. So I'm going to stop this video for now. If you're watching this, then thank you. Do let me know. But if you're not watching this, then you won't be letting me know. Do let me know what you think anyway. But in the meantime, thank you for being here and coming on this journey with me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.